Well, we tend to be a bit of a throwaway society, don't we? We use things once or twice. So we buy new clothes. We buy new things when we want them. The appliances we use. Sometimes it's easier just to replace them rather than get them fixed. But there is an event taking place today aimed at reversing that trend. It is called the Repair Cafe, and it's happening between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. at the Hillcrest Center. And joining me to talk a little bit more about this is Dan Withers, who is a co-founder of the Metro Van Repair Cafes. Dan, thank you so much for being with us.
Hey, thanks for having me.
So what exactly is going to be happening today?
Yeah, so at the Repair Cafe today, you'll see a bunch of volunteers there ready to fix your stuff, and that's pretty much anything. So anything you can carry, pretty much, we'll try to repair. We have people that have skills in textiles, electronics, small appliances, jewelry. I think we even have someone that can fix and tune up some stringed instruments today as well.
And where do you find the volunteers?
From actually all over the place. We do a lot of promotion online, like on Facebook and Twitter. We've reached out to a lot of community centers and trying to find those people with repair expertise that are trying to get them out of the woodwork, which is sometimes pretty difficult.
I can imagine, yeah. That's a pretty wide range of things. Is there one particular area that you see people bring in more of, say appliances, or you mentioned jewelry? Is there something that kind of is the more common thing that people will get fixed?
Yeah, we definitely see stuff from all over the place, but definitely our textiles and our small appliances are probably the busiest.
Okay, interesting. So do people bring clothing in to get it repaired?
Yeah, that's right. Usually just getting something mended, something with a hole or a tear, darning socks, that kind of stuff.
And why is it important to you, or how did you get involved in doing this and trying to reverse our throwaway culture?
Yeah, I guess I was at a stage in life where I was looking to have spend a bit more of my time and energy having a more positive impact on the people around me. So I found these repair events, and I started volunteering. I'm actually an electrical engineer by training. So I was for the last year, I've been volunteering, fixing small appliances and electronics, and really just fell in love with the whole movement and the whole idea. Get to build community, be face-to-face across the table with people. You get to problem solve, learn new things, share some knowledge. And yeah, hopefully at the end, it's all better for the planet and better for our communities.
Have you ever had someone bring in something that you've tried to repair and you just couldn't do it?
Yeah, definitely. That happens quite often. And it's kind of a nice point, I guess, in the repair cafes is it's still another point of education that we can show people that there's lots of things that can't be repaired, and some of the reasons are actually systemic. So looking at whether spare parts are available, whether things are made to be repaired or not. So we really try to educate the visitors, and hopefully we spur them towards looking at their buying choices and hopefully putting pressure on manufacturers to make stuff more repairable.
And I would imagine then does it go to the next part? Then say if somebody brings in an appliance that can't be fixed, then is the next step is then, well, at least to try and recycle it?
Yeah, that's right. So we have Electro Recycle usually on site, and they actually will be there today at Hillcrest. So if we don't have, if you can't get your appliance repaired, then we do have options for recycling it.
And if people are bringing in those, say, bikes with a broken chain, are there chains there, or how do you have parts and things on site to help repair?
We would love to. Definitely, there's so many materials that we could have on hand for every kind of different repair. That really depends on our funding and whether or not we have the funds to buy materials. We do have some very basic stuff like glues and different kinds of adhesives, some electronic components. The bike guys usually will bring in some extra cables. I don't know if they usually bring in extra chains, but we're always looking for donations, definitely for buying those kinds of materials.
Right, and that was I was going to ask. So it's a free public event, but do people make donations if they do get things repaired?
Yeah, we definitely encourage donations. We run on a pretty small shoestring budget. Actually, right now it's almost a zero budget. So we're really trying to, find supporters that will help us financially.
All right. Is there anything that's off limits? Do not bring items to the event?
Yeah, I mean, stuff that we don't really look at really large stuff. So if you can't carry it, we probably won't be looking at it, such as, I don't know, if you want to bring in your fridge or something, that's probably not something we'll look at. The idea of these repair cafes is really looking at those kinds of materials that people would normally be looking to throw away instead of repair. Those kinds of items that are larger and more expensive, where repair services are available, we do encourage our visitors to go to those services.
Right. So don't pull up in your truck with your refrigerator strapped to the back of it and think that somebody can come out and fix it for you.
Yeah, right.
All right. Anything bizarre? I'm thinking like a VCR or things like that seem out of date. Do people still bring in those types of things?
Yeah, we've seen a lot of items that maybe aren't that valuable to the everyday person, but have a lot of nostalgic connection with the owners. So we definitely seen some really old radios, some really old clocks that people have brought in that there's just no one available to repair it, and it's not really worth anyone repair person's time. But for these people, it's worth a lot. So it's great to see the smile on people's faces when you can get some of their old stuff working again.
All right. So 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock, the Hillcrest Center in Vancouver. So people can come by at any point during that time with their whatever needs fixing and hope to get a little help? Yeah,
that's right. It's first come, first serve. And if there's a lineup, we limit it to one per person, and then you can go back to the end of the line if you have more than one item.
All right.
Just to be fair.
Well, I hope you have a great turnout. It's a great initiative. Dan, thank you so much. And have a great day.
Yeah, thanks, Jill. You too.